So Scripture says that 1,000 years is equivalent to a day in the Lord, or a day as 1,000 years. That is Scripture, and you can go back and find that. So if 1,000 years is equal to a day, and a day as 1,000 years, and in Genesis we read that Father created the heavens and the earth in 6 days, and then on the seventh day he rested. So that is our type and shadow of, the time frame of our world, of, the age of the earth. So that would be if the earth was created on the first day, on the first 1,000 years, then so that would be 1,000 years, and then the second day would be equivalent to 1,000 years. The third day is 1,000 years. The fourth day is 1,000 years. Fifth day is 1,000 years. Then the sixth day is 1,000 years, and then the seventh day is the day he rested. Okay, so if the seventh day is the day he rested, the Bible teaches us that on the seventh day of the week, we are supposed to observe the Sabbath, the day of rest. And see, during the creation week, he rested on the seventh day. Now, there was a reason why he rested on the seventh day. And if you go to the New Testament, after Jesus came, they were walking through, was it a cornfield on the Sabbath day? And his disciples were eating, and then the Pharisees and all them, they came and were like, "Oh, your disciples are eating on the Sabbath day," or they're plucking. I guess they thought it was some kind of work or something. They're plucking, working hard to get that corn out, and they're eating it. But anyway, Jesus made the comment that he is Lord of the Sabbath. So what do you think that means? That means that on the seventh day, when the Father rests, then he is Lord on that day. So if the seventh day is the 7,000th year, and that's if that's equivalent to the age of where we are, then the Scripture says that the Messiah returns, Jesus returns at the end, and he will rule and reign from Jerusalem for 1,000 years. It's called the Millennial Reign. So he is Lord of the Sabbath. He is Lord of the seventh day. He is Lord of the Millennial Reign. He is King. He is Master of the Millennial Reign. Okay, got it? Isn't that great? That's exciting, right? Okay. Now, with that in mind, so we got the beginning of the timeline, and we got the ending of the timeline. The timeline, he returns for the Millennial Reign. So that's the last day. So you got your last day, and you got your first day, and then there's been all these days in between. Okay, so now we'll back up to about the fourth day. So between the first day and the fourth day will pretty much be everything that happened in the Old Testament, and then everything after the fourth day, the fifth and the sixth day would be, everything that happened after after Jesus died on the cross. And so it's been about 2,000 years since he died on the cross. Okay, are you seeing the timeline? So you had the beginning, the first 4 days before Messiah, and then you've got 2,000 years since Messiah died on the cross, and there's 1 day left, and that's the 1,000-year reign, his 1,000-year millennial reign. That'll be the last day. And then after the millennial reign, the enemy will be, Satan will be set free out of his imprisonment that he'll be in for 1,000 years. And then he'll be able to rally up the people and the nations to come against Jerusalem one last time. be basically, that's when the Father basically comes down, and then he is, then everybody is reunited, and it's a new heaven and a new earth combined together the way it was supposed to be, when we were able to be with him in the garden. And that's just your cliff notes. So this is by any means, it was not a teaching. It's just one of those, isn't this an interesting thought? Isn't it interesting that that's, if it's 1,000 years as a day as 1,000 years, we've, rounding out that 6,000th year, it's been about at least 2,000 since the Messiah came. If he's going to rule and reign, if he is the Lord, the King of the Sabbath, if that millennial reign, that 1,000-year of rest is equivalent, you see it? Are you seeing it? Anyway, I get excited. I'm sorry. Anyways, go do some research on it. Now that I've kind of got the idea there, planted that idea, and go dig in and find your research, and do your own research, and get excited, guys. That ought to really perk you up today if you think about that. So anyways, I just wanted to share that. That's my quick little Cliff Notes version of it. And if you got anything you want to share about it, I don't know if the comments are open on this thing or not, guys. I don't know anything about the YouTube stuff. I just post them. I'm just, glad to be able to share. I'm glad there's at least a couple of you out there that listen to my videos. I hope it is encouraging to you. And thanks for coming back to listen to another one of my little joy rides. Okay, guys. I'll talk to you next time.